in this lecture, we are going to explore some of the data sets that are present within the Google Earth engine before we start processing them in more detail. So we are here on this page, which pertains to the data sets, earthengine.google.com datasets. And let us just look at the Landsat data set in Earth engine. So you can open this in a new tab the way I did, and it will show us all the different Landsat data that are available on Google Earth engine. And this is the data catalog. So right now we are in the data catalog, and we have the different kinds of data. The Global Land Survey from 1975. We have Landsat 8 annual EVI composite, and as you can see, these are data from 2013 to 2018, and they have been processed to compute enhanced vegetation index. This is a forestry based remote sensing product, and indeed we have things like 32-day composites, NDSI composites, and we are going to be exploring these in more detail. And we have again something known as the Landsat 4TM 32-day EVI composite, and these, well, every time you say 32-day, it just means that the data were collected every 32-day. We have raw data, we have NDVI for Landsat 8. Landsat 8, well, this is the most recent of Landsat satellites, raw composites. And this is the NDVI composite. Now NDVI is another very popularly used vegetation index, which essentially tells us how much greenery we have in a given area. And then we have the Hansen Global Forest Change data, which was derived from a Landsat. I mean, I had spoken about this previously, and this is also a Landsat based product, and so on. And here we have the Landsat 5 TM annual NDVI composite. So now if we want to explore these data in more detail, we can actually, so wherever you see open in workspace, we can actually open these in workspace, and we can just apply, save, and let's see. Sometimes it does take a bit of time for these data to load up. We can switch off this layer, but actually nothing has been switched on. So I'm going to press on these 3 dots again. And so now it does take a lot of time to load up, but actually you can go right ahead and see that the NDVI data have been loaded up, and the values are from 0 to 1. And the places where you have 1 is basically you have higher NDVI values, and I can save this. And what it has done is produced global scale Landsat 5 TM NDVI data. So we even have them for India, Sri Lanka, Southeast Asia, Philippines, Borneo, the Hainan Islands, and so on. And since it takes time for these data to load up, so that's why you can see it's going round and round and round like this. And essentially, once the data are loaded up, we can see how much greenery we have in a given area. So the lighter the color, higher is the level of greenery present in that area, because NDVI varies from 0 to 1, and a value of 1 means 100% greenery or a lot of greenery. And this is also the workspace. So, you know, on one hand we had the data catalog, and we can toggle straight into the workspace and add data by using the Add Data tab. So we can say, actually I want to open Landsat 7 32-day NDVI composite, open in, And in this case, these data that you see, Landsat 7 32-day NDVI composite, this one is in the color format. So the places where we see more greenery are the places where we have more forest cover, and the places where it's brown or yellow, that's where we have forest loss. But the thing with 32-day NDVI composites is that they have more NDVI value. So annual NDVI data, these pertain to different years, but 32-day NDVI composites, they have more data. So again, that's why it has given us a very green looking image. And I'm again going to open another tab, and we can even, so if you don't want to open something in Workspace, we can click on this and we can learn a bit more about what this data set is about. So it tells us straight away Landsat 8 composites are made from level 1, the orthorectified scenes, using the top of the atmosphere reflectance. In case you don't know what top of the atmosphere reflectance is, these are just the things that we are going to cover further on. But the upshot is that these data are processed, and from the processed data, something known as enhanced vegetation index was computed, and it has been computed for 2013 all the way till 2018. And indeed, we can open it in Workspace, and some data should be displayed for us. It does take time. So anyway, but here you can see these are the NDVI data. These are the Landsat NDVI composite data. And again, we can even go and download data relating to SRTM. SRTM basically stands for the different digital elevation models that we have out there. So this is the NASA digital elevation model, and we can go right ahead and open it in a Workspace if we want to. And again, now this just shows us the elevation above the sea level, and higher the values, lighter is the color. So areas which are whiter have higher elevations. And save. If I don't want to see this, I can easily switch it off like so. So essentially, this is how Explorer allows us to explore the different data sets that Google Earth Engine has for us.